Alright, welcome to another one. This one I'm going to call the super, mega, ridiculous, over the top vintage lens vlog. Because I cleaned some stuff. So I brought a whole bag full of lenses and I'm going to test them out today. We've got some nice light. As you can see, it's all kind of tasty coming through those trees. So I'm going to look for some nice backlit compositions and then I'm going to tell you what's in the bag. Let's quickly go what I've brought with me. I cleaned a whole lot of them. The rear elements on I think 3 of my lenses had started to haze up a little bit with a little bit of fungus or whatever. So I removed the rear elements, I cleaned them. I'm not going to get into how I clean them because anybody who knows what they're doing would be horrified probably. But I watched some YouTube videos to figure out how to dismantle the lens and I went ahead and cleaned it. So today I'm going to test those lenses to see if they're any better or worse than they were. So starting off with this 28mm Vivitar f2.8 VMC Auto. I still know next to nothing about this lens. Guy sold it, it was his dad's. Didn't know if it worked. It does. The focus ring's a little bit sticky, but nothing that you can't get around. But yeah, so that's number one. It's a pretty good lens. I used this for a night shoot recently around town and I got some pretty nice images with it. So there's that one. We've got the Pentacon Auto 50mm 1.8. And this is where it all started, my vintage lens thing. It was a gift. I got given a Praktica Super TL2 camera and this was on the front of it. And using Sony, I bought an adapter for M42, which is what this lens is. And I started using it and loved it a lot. So I continued. Also that came with this particular lens was this wee beastie, which is a Hanima 135 f3.5 and I love this. It's a great focal length. It's a tiny little lens. I mean, look at that thing. For a 135 prime, that's pretty tasty. So this was one of the ones that got cleaned. The Pentacon was fine. The 28 got cleaned and so did this 35. Now I've used this 35 a few times. I bought this cheap off eBay and I don't know, I don't know if it's the focal length or whether it's just this lens in particular, but I just didn't get on with it. It neither felt wide enough nor tight enough for a lot of the shots that I want to do, but that's probably you know, a reflection of what I like to shoot. 28 was fine, 50 is awesome, 58 because we've brought the Helios because, you know, I mean, obviously. 58 is fantastic. So, but yeah, I'm going to give this a run out today, I think, providing I can find something to shoot. This was the main feature of a video I shot almost a year ago. This is the Soligo 80-200 f3.5, and this is awesome. I really like this lens. It was very clean inside. I watched a video of Grumpy Tim's and I cleaned it further because there were a few spots that were appearing on the images. And yeah, it's awesome now. The only problem with it is it weighs a bloody ton. The A6000, for example, weighs about 300 and something grams. This weighs about twice that. So yeah, I mean, obviously it's better on the A7, but still. So yeah, so now I want to find a subject or subjects to try and get some shots. We've got about an hour of light, but the cloud has rolled in, so it's all quite diffused. So I'm not sure what I'm going to shoot yet. I may go for some close-up stuff. I'm not sure, but we're in October now. Things are starting to look truly autumnal, although it is still quite green in this area. But a nice little bit of light coming through on some of these silver birches or something like that would be an awesome composition, I think. So I'm going to find something. I'm going to shut up yapping, and yeah, hopefully I'll get a picture. All right. That was a lot. All right, so I found the composition, and I guarantee you Chris is going to give me crap for shooting this again. But let's have a look on the back of the camera and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so we've got this tree stump, which I've shot before, as Chris will no doubt tell me in the comments. And but it's cool. It's a cool subject. It's catching a little bit of light on the top. So got the 135 on, wide open at 3.5. 1/500th of a second, ISO 100. I've got some of this grass in the foreground, the tree stump in the midground, and then obviously it blares out nicely, that tree line and the sky behind it. So here's that shot. So there is image number one. I think number one. I don't know if any of the others worked out. You'll have seen them by now if they did. I'm going to head into this little bit of wood here behind me there. It's quite dense, all kind of plantations, thin rows of trees kind of thing. Kieran's over here as well. I just spotted him, so I'll probably just encroach on his business. Perhaps shoot some tasty B-roll, because that's what this YouTube game's all about. Alright, so I've just been shooting some B-roll and bits like that for Kieran. I haven't got any B-roll of myself, so I'm going to insert B-roll of Kieran in my video because that makes all of the sense. Alright, I'm going to head in that direction now. The sun's pretty much on the horizon, so I'm going to go all the way to the end of this field where it opens out, and I'm going to try and get a nice final sort of shoot across the field type image. And hopefully that sky's going to do some fun colour and stuff, so I'm going to wrap my bag up and head over there now. Alright, I've come over to the back of this field and the view is still obscured. They're growing corn in this field this year, so of course it's like taller than me. It's like 7 feet tall, some stuff. So there is a little bit of colour, but I'm not too worried. I've already decided what I'm going to do is once the light has gone and we're entering blue hour, I'm going to get some shots through these trees and go for that really. I mean, we're in October, we might as well make it spooky, right? So why do I use vintage lenses? I think it's because as I've progressed with photography, I've got more artsy with it. You know, I no longer care about it being technically correct. If it looks awesome, I'm happy. And lenses like the Helios with its nice swell, and some of the color tints that you get from these old multi-coatings and such as that, and even this old 35mm rear, I can't remember what, I think it's a Chinon lens. I think we found that out before. Even this has a little bit of a swell to it. And I love all that kind of stuff. So it suits what I shoot now and the way I shoot now. So yeah, I definitely recommend trying them. I mean, all of these lenses, with the exception of the 28mm Vivitar, are all M42, and there are a massive amount of M42 lenses available on places like eBay for next to no money at all. It's incredibly cheap. So yeah, definitely do it. Even if it's just for a test to see if you like a particular focal length, go for it. So if you enjoy these videos, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel immensely. It is the single most important thing you can do if you want to help me and the channel out. So thank you very much. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit the notification bell because I'm doing 2 videos every single week. The presets still linked down below and still completely free. The socials are down there too, so hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, and I will see you in the next one. Regarding these lenses, incidentally, it looks like my cleaning the view is completely obscured. Now the colour has the colour now. If you like this video, do give it a thought. I'm making silly noises in the woods. Help. Send help.